Welcome back to another episode of the O'Shea Vlogcast. I am your host, O'Shea Duke Jackson. First of all, I want to thank you, brothers, for being a little patient with me. I did not upload yesterday. Many of you know that I am going through a finals week, if you will, here in medical school. I just got word I passed microbiology today, so I have other exams to go forth, but thank you for those in your well-wishing. And I'm taking a little bit of a break today to speak to you, Black men in the Western world. I believe it is important that we speak to you from this particular tone so that we're able to allow you to realize your true power that you may not see. Many times as Black men, we are feeling sorry for ourselves. For lack of employment opportunities, we're feeling sorry for ourselves for how the media has portrayed us. We're feeling sorry for ourselves for how our own women feel about us. We're feeling sorry for ourselves for many different things, how maybe your mothers have treated you, how people have treated you in the past. You're feeling disenfranchised. And in so many words, you're feeling powerless. But I'd like to really talk to the Black man today if we can, because I would like to equate you to an elephant with his leg trapped around a little tree. You see, when a small baby elephant has his leg attached to a tree, when he pulls against it and it doesn't move, he'll stop. Even when he becomes 1,000, 2,000 pound elephant, and all he has to do is just yank on that tree and it will snap. And that is what you Black men are. You are the elephant who is tied around a small tree branch and you won't pull it because you're so used to being beat up and beat down and not realizing your actual power. What am I talking about here? You Black men are one of the wealthiest groups in the world and don't even really know it. I'm talking about just off of monetary status. Now, you may be the lowest income earners in America, could be true. But as a group of men, over 20 million of us Black men in America, we have at least a $500 billion spending power. That's more than Nigeria. That's more than Ghana. That's more than Sierra Leone. That's more than Poland. You Black men in America have that spending power. I want you to think about that. Think about the schools that you can open. Think about the businesses that you can open. Think about how much money you can sway political elections. But you guys got to wake up. You are the sleeping giant. You see, that kind of money, that kind of skill that you brothers have, people die for opportunity at that. You brothers are the sleeping giant. There's no doubt about it. We are the sleeping giants that the world has forgotten about. We have the ability to buy. Listen to what I'm saying, brothers. To buy whatever politicians that we want if we work together. Now, let me give you a hint. Hillary Clinton's campaign raised, I don't know, that we saw from contributors, $300 to $400 million. If each Black man in America, let's assume, put $5 a year into a fund just for voting campaigns for the national president, we would have almost $400 million just in that. We'd be able to sway all kind of rights in our behalf off of just $5 a year for each black man. These are the kinds of things that we can do. This is what your brothers got to understand. You have the ability to do anything that anybody else is doing. You have access to all the things that you need to not only dominate in the communities, but abroad in developing communities. We don't need particular places to develop our own media outlets. We can do that ourselves. And this is the kind of thinking that black men must adapt to. We can't keep feeling sorry for ourselves for what happened. We can't keep feeling sorry for ourselves for how we've been disenfranchised, how we've been talked about. We can't continue to do that, brothers. We cannot continue to blame our failures on other people, especially when you brothers have done successful things each and every day. It is about time that you give yourself credit for the things that you have accomplished. Many of you own homes. Many of you have good jobs. Many of you have completed secondary education, college education, blue-collar skill education. Many of you have become innovative in the things that you do. And you have not given yourself enough credit for what you have accomplished. And it is at this particular point, thank you, my brother Rob Myers. It is at this particular point, I appreciate you, that black men must understand you are the sleeping giant. You are. I mean, how many people have your spending power as far as money, your job skill, many of you? How many people in the world can say that they have access to the things that you have in the Western world? You are the only group of men who are not taking advantage of it. Thank you, Jay Fizzle. This is what I'm trying to tell you, brothers. You are in the driver's seat. We are exactly where we want to be right now. Now, it might not be till the final end. Obviously, we have things that we want to do, but we are in the position to take control of not only our future, but our children's future and their children's future. This is what I'm telling you, black men. You must understand that you are forced to be reckoned with. You are. You have to stop thinking of yourself as a second-class citizen. Many of you do individually. You might not individually, but as a collective group, we should make people respect us. We have the money. We have the people who are skilled enough. We have brothers who are lawyers, brothers who are doctors, brothers who are truck drivers, brothers who've been in the military. We have talented black men amongst us that can help bring up the other brothers who are lacking if they want to come up. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You know, no longer should we be a disbanded group that everybody feels sorry for. We have everything that any group wants. We have skilled people. We have bright people in our group. We have the money in our group. Politically, for those brothers who are suffering from child support, you brothers who are suffering from that are in a position where you can change that. But you brothers must start voting for what you want. And you brothers must start doing business with one another. I mean, I know that we just got to keep talking about this. We got to tell you that you have to make folks respect you guys. I mean, I can't say that. If you don't make nobody respect you, they won't. We are forced to be reckoned with. People should see us. They should see us in the street and say, uh-oh, there goes black men. Don't fuck with them. But if we don't give up that attitude, brothers, then it's not going to happen. Now, somebody says that will never happen. Well, that's true if you think like this. Now, of course, amongst all brothers, they're not going to feel the same way. But if the few of us who are around that can make things happen, that means working together, building the community, whether it's online, wherever, people will follow. But it all comes off an idea. You brothers have the talent to do what anybody else is doing. You have it. There's no reason why we should be losing to any kind of other men, whether they be foreign men, whether they be immigrants, whether they be white men. We have all the resources available to us. Why can't we build schools? Why can't we build hotels and other countries? We can do the same thing anybody else is doing. There's no reason why we can't do it. But you cannot do it if you feel like the white man got the foot on your neck and all. Listen, we have the talented black men that are here. We have brothers who are very skilled. There's no reason why we can't do whatever we want to do. It's no reason at all. You know, but I think the black brothers out there must look at yourself as winners first. You know, and we got to look at each other as the core group. That means, for example, Marcus Brown. I'm going to use him as an example. If Marcus Brown is trying to promote something, it's up to me as an ally to him to help him do it. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that. The reason why is if Marcus Brown can't come to his own core group that represents him, nobody's going to respect him as an individual or as a group. That means without, like Rob Meyer says, we taking religion out of the way. We got to take politics out of the way. We have to talk about black men really, really, really sticking together. I mean, it's something that you brothers have to understand. We have brothers who live in overseas. We got to stick together. That's all black men all across the world, especially in the Western world. The brothers in London, United Kingdom, the USA, we represent a formidable force to be reckoned with. I just think that if we were to really put out our political ideas, put out agendas of what we want, what represents us, how could we not get it? We can easily pay for these things with no problem. I really think that we don't really have the time to sit around and feel like, society is against us. And we know that, but we really have an opportunity here, brothers. You have an opportunity in the world today that no other group of black men have ever had. No other one. No other group. This is why I urge you, when I bring these people onto my channel, whether that be Chris from the League of Dads, whether that be Chris Jones from Pump Chasers, whether that be the Prophet of Thought series, and then pretty soon here's Theron, who has a truck driving business. All of these brothers are resources for you to connect to people. It's for you to connect to people and for you to understand what's going around. For example, I saw Solo TV 84. Thank you to Cavs Court. I saw Solo TV 84 talking about Bitcoin. Now, I was thinking about this today. Just hear me out on this. 2009, if you would have spent $10,000 on Bitcoin, today, that 10 grand, had you kept it, would be worth $200 million. $200 million, brothers. Now, most of us didn't even know about a Bitcoin. The reason why we didn't know about it is because we were not connected to stuff like that. We didn't know. You know, many of us didn't know or knew somebody who knew stuff like that. Now, believe it or not, we have the brothers who have this kind of information, you know, and we need to have the platform for those particular brothers to give it to us. Okay. And like I said, we have the talent, you guys. We have the talent. You know, black men in the past, they have built schools. They have built churches. They have built universities. You know, there's no reason why we can't have that. And the thing about it is that if we don't do these things, then whose fault is it? And like I always tell you guys, the money isn't the issue. In Duke Linton, I love the idea, but listen, Duke, we understand that the idea is hard. Nothing happens overnight, bro. You know, if you have a few brothers who can agree, like we do have on YouTube and the Negro Manosphere, it just takes a few brothers to start it. You know, a few brothers. You guys got to understand that when they give black community lectures, you're left out. When Dr. Claude Anderson and all those guys come talk about the black community, you're left out. The reason why you are left out is because nobody thinks that you're serious. Nobody thinks that you're worth talking to. What up, Black American expat? You know, this is the thing. Nobody thinks that you're worth talking to, and nobody thinks that you have anything going on. All right, Drew Bless. I'll see you later. All right? And the reason why nobody markets to you, the reason why nobody wants to come talk to you, because they feel that you're a group of people who shouldn't be respected. The few black men who do care, we got to change that. We are just as talented as anybody else. You got to feel like that. We got to compete. If other black men don't want to compete, then let them stay where they're at. The few brothers that have been listening to what I'm saying and what other black men of my knowledge are saying, we have to actively compete, guys. We have to. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to whoever you want to owe it to. We can do the same things other groups of men can do. There's no reason why we can't do it. The reason why a lot of brothers are on child support, suffering from child support, you guys don't support your own political agendas. That's not black women's fault. You know, the reason why black men suffer from a lot of the things they suffer from, they don't stand up for themselves. Am I right? If you don't stand up for yourself, well, what do you expect, nigga? What do you expect? Should people take you serious if you don't stand up for what helps you? If you don't open your mouth, you won't get nothing. You see a bunch of niggas in the child in the barbershop complaining about they got child support and all that. You got to stand up for yourself. Black men as a whole got to stand up for themselves. You know, how much longer are we going to let people walk all over us? What other group of people that have a $500 to $600 billion spending power gets walked over like we do? I mean, what group of people who have $600 billion that Barack Obama, when he was president, would come and talk shit to? I mean, when these presidents and candidates, when they come to black communities, they don't come see you. They go to the churches where the women are. They don't come fuck with you guys because they don't feel you guys are worth anything. Because you guys won't stand up for yourself. That well, we don't care about black men. Forget them. They're not important. But you have a $600 billion spending power. Many of you have jobs, have been in the military, have done many great careers. Why should they not have to come see you? Donald Trump we should make people like Donald Trump say, listen, if you want our vote, you have to come see black men. Come see black men. You need to come speak to us and get our vote. We don't make anybody do that. What up, Keith? Welcome back, players. We got to start making people do that, guys. I'm just being honest. The next presidential campaign in 2020, this presidential candidate should want to speak to black men in general, particular. That person needs to come to the table. This is what I'm doing for black men. But we will never get there if, number one, we ain't working together. Like I said, the money ain't a problem. I know you niggas got money. You niggas have a lot of money, right? I know that just for me being on YouTube. I have a black male supported channel. Black men are good to me. Black men are good to me. I ain't gonna lie. The brothers make sure I'm all right. So I know y'all got money. I ain't worried about that. But are you brothers going to support one another? That's the thing you guys got to get. You guys got to start sticking together. Whether you may get an opportunity here or elsewhere, your opportunity may not come in America. It may come elsewhere. Y'all have to stick together. You guys got to start looking at each other as a core group. Stop looking at each other as individuals. When you see a black man on the street, that guy is a part of your group. It's you and him against everybody else. That's how you got to think, man. It's not going to work anywhere else. It's not. It ain't going to work. You guys are in the same core group. You're in the same core struggle. And you and him, without one another, I can guarantee you both going down. You're going down quick. What up, Julian? Shout out to my man, Julian. So that's what I'm coming here to say today, brothers. I won't be here long because I got to get out of here. I might come on here tomorrow with Andrew 26101 Mr. Show. All right. He has a travel channel also. So like I said, you brothers got to stick together, man. You know, you guys got to take each other serious. Take yourselves serious. We are a group of black. We should be lobbied to. We have to make people want to fuck with us. We have to make folk respect us. There should be no reason politically that they can come to the black community and forget about black men. Why? We are not standing up for ourselves. Well, Dave, that's true, but we're going to make it hot. We're going to make it hot. You know? We can own our own cable network televisions, our own news media websites, all of that. Why can't we do those things? So I just wanted to shout out to you brothers, man, for that. Once again, I want to thank all you brothers, man. I'm going to come on probably tomorrow with like a little bit of a less serious topic, but I want to talk to the black men out there. Let you brothers know, hey, you are important. What you want is important. What up, Rick? You know, you guys are one of the richest group of men here in America, or there in America, and in the United Kingdom. You're one of the richest group of men in the world. Okay, black men. Okay, you can be the leaders in many different ways, okay, but you brothers got to stop fighting each other. You know, Dwayne H. So that's all I'm saying. You guys understand. You are a sleeping giant. You can change a lot of things. That $600 billion spending power you guys have is powerful. A lot of companies would love to talk to somebody that had a $600 billion. I know I would. And we got to make people respect what we have. We have resources. We have things too. We can set up schools. We can do all of these things, but we got to make folks respect what we got. We got to make people respect the contribution that we do make in the country. And most black men are contributors. We not all, people think that black men are all selling drugs. No. We contribute. Got a lot of brothers who are working, paying taxes in the military. We are a group to be reckoned with. Frederick Chopin. I want my Eastern European brothers to prosper. Shout out to Eastern Europe, man. So I'm gonna just get up out of here, man. Thank you, brothers, for those of you. What up, Elder? Elder Delay's in the building. Elder of Truth 1948, man. Shout out to the one and only Elder Rosson Delay, man. I really, really appreciate the work he's doing in his channel. He's really doing the Lord's work over there, frying niggas. So I just want you brothers to realize that you are a force to be reckoned with politically, and also monetarily. Black men, if you boycott certain businesses, people will feel it. So I'm just letting you guys know that you can do whatever the hell these other groups of men are doing. But the key is we must start looking at each other as the core group. Let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Let me give a shout out to Brotherhood Lessons, man. News you need to know. All right. And thank you, Daniel Simmons. And what I'm about to say, I'm not saying this to be bragging, but I'm repeating what he said. There was a time, this time last year on YouTube, I wasn't that popular this time last year. In fact, there were a few YouTubers who were doing much better than me. Angry Man was one of them. Obsidian was one of them. I was like, I wouldn't say I was like a D-list YouTuber, maybe. I wasn't doing that good on YouTube. All right. But I was a big fan of those guys' channels. Angry Man, Obsidian. At that time, Painless Risen was very, David Carroll was popular. I had like 2,000 subscribers. I was saying the same thing I'm saying right now. When around August, September came, my channel kind of blew up. One thing I did not do is when I started getting more views than other people, I didn't start getting on my own hype. You know what I mean? I stayed true to my core audience, which was I was a black male YouTuber. I kept it real, and I kept working with the same people I was a fan of. And I fell out with a few cats here and there, but I'm cool with everybody now. I still stayed the same way with the people. My message is still the same. The reason why my message is still the same is because I got on YouTube to talk to and for black men. That's why I came here for. I didn't come here to shit on somebody or to live some great lifestyle and all that. No, I did the same thing I've been saying now, and Marcus will tell you, because he probably knew me when I had that many subscribers. I've been the same person. I've been the same person. You know, I use this channel and other channels to promote other brothers. Why? Because we need it. You know, we need to promote each other. That's why I use this channel to do hangouts with several different brothers all the time, because we have to work together. If we don't do it, nobody gonna do it for us. You know, you guys don't understand. You know, we are in a bad position right now. We're in the driver's seat to do well, but as far as us not even, you know, acknowledging each other or complimenting each other, I mean, come on, man. It's some of that shit. You know, I mean, a lot of some black YouTubers can't even go on a nigga video and be like, "Good video, brother." I mean, this is some bullshit, man. Y'all gotta understand. You guys need to help each other, man. You do. If you don't help each other, man, it's over for us. It's over. You know? I still stayed in the core group. You know, I could have went out and started cooning, if you want to call it that. I still stayed in the core group of black male YouTubers because I'm on here for the voice for black men. That's the only reason I'm here for. And if I make some money at it, cool. I'm doing it, cool. If I don't, fuck it. So I'm just telling y'all the truth. You know, this is what you guys got to hear. You can take it, you can receive it. If you want to be negative, think that ain't nothing gonna change for you, then it won't. You know, but you brothers got to understand that you have potential. And you guys got to help each other up along the way. Because that's what white folks do. They help their folks up. Jews help their folks up. Ukrainian help them. Y'all are the only ones that ain't doing it. So what do you expect? What should we deserve? You know, because the white man ain't gonna help you up. The Mexican man ain't gonna help your ass up. The Asian man ain't gonna help y'all up. So I'm just keeping it real. You know? So anyway, brothers, thank you for all that you guys do, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for those who have been on the Patreon. I'm gonna come with a special video for you guys tomorrow. Thank the brothers who have been out there supporting the website. Man, we've been doing so good on the website, man. The Negro Manosphere is on fire. I thank you, brothers, for all that you do. Without you, there's no me. I appreciate all of the fans. My man D Sims is writing some great articles. Roger Curry, Obsidian. We have a great staff over there. And the reason why I'm able to do medical school full time and to be editor in chief of the Negro Manosphere and a part-time YouTuber is from the wonderful staff that I have, man. Literally, I have all I gotta do is just go in and approve articles, and the brothers here on YouTube share those articles. You guys read it and comment. So I thank you guys for what you do. So tomorrow I'll be back with a good interview. Once again, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Like the video, brothers. If you're in here, like the video. All right. People from India help out too. Yeah, you know, y'all all help out. We know men help out all together. And this is a message for men in general, no matter what your race is. Men ought to help one another. Black men, white men, you know, black men need the most help. But let me tell you guys something. Men need to help one another. You know, if you men do not help one another, y'all are fools. You know, men of all races. You know, men of all races really need to stand together in this time. You know, this is not a time to be on some bullshit. You know, because you know there are several groups of people trying to take away men every day. All right, they're trying to, you know, you men pay a lot of money in taxes, child support. You know, really understand that. All right. Peace out, you guys. Love you so much, man. I'm out of here. I'm out.